Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. Here's why this was so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
They booted away. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The give to the tailback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great stuff.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Moore to the air. The short hands, it's Whittington. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. Oregon was dominant last season until the Ducks ran into that Ohio State juggernaut in the Rose Bowl, and that left Oregon still in search of its long-awaited first national title.
Well, Dan Lanning has built this thing into a national championship contender. He's done it in the trenches, but I'm curious to see what they do at quarterback and how that position plays out. Dylan Gabriel exhausted his 17th year of eligibility finally last year, David, so that's where my eyes are at.
He did, no doubt about it. He was around for a long time, but I think it's more the excitement with Lanning and continuing to bring in high recruiting classes, but breaking through and getting that first national title. They're on the precipice. Is this the year?
The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Makes the grab. It's Whittington. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Guys, let's chat for a moment about Oregon. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. When you've got a very low number beside your name, you're going to get everybody's best shot. And that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game. They have a lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the offseason was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start the season. Attention to detail higher, excitement higher, a chance to go out and prove something very early in the season.
He'll take the deep shot. Spreads it inside the 10. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Oregon. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Got a man, it's Humphreys. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Now, last year, there were long stretches in which the Georgia offense hardly looked like a well-oiled machine. Now the quarterback's transferred, new full-time starter in there. I think it's fair to say, David, that the Dogs need more from the quarterback position this season.
They do need more, but I tell you what, they didn't help him the whole spot already, right? The offensive line, running backs, receivers, it was kind of below average for every position, but the quarterback is the tone setter, the captain, and having a guy like Gunner at the helm, man, this is a dude they all trust, they all respect, and I expect this offense to bounce back in a big way.
The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Ducks!
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. He fires one deep down the right side.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Georgia lining up to punt it away.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Sends it downfield. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll try to take it back. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Georgia. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Notre Dame is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Joe Montana, this might not be over yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Tennessee. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. That's caught. It's Moore. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Ducks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Holds and fires complete to the right. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun to give to the back. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Snagged in the middle. It's Bryant. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. And the Ducks are flying down the field. Motion from the back. Moore will throw. Quickly complete. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
How many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
Rides the back on the option to give. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Flips it out on the screen. Turning it on. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play. 15 yards on that one and a first down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They're dealing with a second and long. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Hauls it in. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
The Ducks didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Pocket breaking down. Just about picked off in the end zone, and that would have put a stop to this scoring threat. Instead, it'll be second down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. Trying to do it on the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Hey, 4th and short, it's time to be physical. You give it to your running back. You can see he gets physical, gets downhill, gets the first down.
Here comes the heat. Got his man on the right. And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play.
And you see on that play the confidence that he has in that playmaker on the perimeter of the field. He's already had a couple catches in this game. It seems like he's always open. And right there, nice job fitting that football into a small space and great awareness by the receiver getting his feet down in bounds.
I love the vision on the quarterback by this defense. Dude, you know that ball's going to come out pretty quick. Down here on the goal-to-go situation, they break on the football, and they make sure they swat it down so the offensive guy can't make a play.
They found a way to get him the rug, but he has stopped short, and it'll be 4th down. They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the snap, it's Whittington. He is denied, stopped just short of the goal line, pushed his way to the one and could go no further, and they'll turn it over on downs. And the Bulldogs backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. They'll give it to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And picking up the 1st down will be nice here, but also important, get some cushion for the punt team. Looking to throw at Stockton. Caught near the sideline, it's Branch. That's where they'll mark him. A very productive play and a 1st down. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On 1st down from their own 22. Looking to throw on 1st down. Rushes on him. He lost one down the sideline. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40. 20. They'll chase him out of bounds after that play, mark it at the 16-yard line. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Waning seconds of the 1st half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. And the attempt is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Ducks will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the 2nd half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the 2nd half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime, and you riled yourselves up, and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Quickly out to the tight end. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly.
Looking for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
This offense is done being patient. They're down on the scoreboard here. Now, early in their first possession in the 3rd quarter, they're being aggressive. They're taking shots. They're trusting their playmakers outside. to get it done. That time the defense, really nice job forcing the incompletion. They were ready for it. This offense, though, they...
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
He's going to let it go. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. All that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They put together a pretty good drive the last time they had it, but that fourth down stop kept them from getting anything on the board. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Moore to the air. Using his legs to buy some time. Trying to make magic with his feet. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They go to the ground. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, try to convert through the air. He'll pull it down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. That's reeled in at Humphries. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. From the gun on third down. He rifles one deep to the left. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed it.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? In this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
They'll give it to him again. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll send the back in motion. Moore will throw. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
Well, the good news is after after that second pick of the third quarter now for this guy. They're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that. This guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
And it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smart.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
So now on second and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Off play action. Here's a heat. Makes the grab outside. It's Frazier. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
They got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Pulls it in. It's Branch. He's loose. He stopped just short of the goal line at the one. An explosive play has him set up. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll send the tight end in motion. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Trying to surge it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Great job by the back on the option. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Benson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. How big is this drive. Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here?
He'll take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Wow, you usually don't get that wide open in the end zone. If that ball comes in like that, that's a play the receiver has just got to be able to make for his team.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Might be changing the route. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Fires to the wideout. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Wow, that quarterback is lucky there. If you're going to take a chance like that on 3rd down in your end of the field, you better be right, because that should have been picked and returned for a touchdown. This offense is lucky now they're getting a chance to punt this ball away.
And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Has it back, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw. He had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quick completion on the out route. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Oregon. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find him, and they produce like this, you keep finding him.
He'll bring it out. It's Branch. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. He breaks a tackle. It's the runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. And the Dogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Get it out on the screen. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. There he goes! Good pick up there as he gets the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Running back searching for a hole. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. in search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Looking downfield on 1st down. Time to take a shot. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. You got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Caught in the backfield. It's Bryant. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Moore to the air. That's caught. It's Moore. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. The Ducks just want to hold on to this ball for the final minute. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. It's complete. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. You already have the lead. Scoring is always good, but milk the clock, and it will be your friend. Looking to the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
And you just got to wonder if the pass rush affected the QB's accuracy on that throw. He had his guy wide open in the end zone, but he had to throw it a split second faster than he wanted to, and the ball got away from him.
Trying to slam in. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Bowman.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. 2 ranked opponents evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.